Thank you for listening to me again. I would like you to listen to this story and tell me what you think. So, this is Larry and Lanisha. High school sweethearts will be, but at the time the story got started, Larry went up to Lanisha and said something like this: Girl, you must be tired because you've been walking around in my mind all day. So Lanisha thought that was so sweet of Larry to say that to her. She just went crazy, and that's the day they decided to go together with that one-liner. Now, Larry was not a playboy. He was just a young man who was spitting out his game at a young lady that he saw, and he appreciated her possibilities. Lanisha now was a little secretly perverted child. She liked Larry, but she didn't know who was going to make the first move. Well, Larry made the first move with his one-liner: Girl, you must be tired because you've been walking around in my mind all day. And Lanisha fell for it. So Lanisha says she thought Larry was scared to do it with her. You know what the it is? That means get under the sheet and get butt naked, knocking boots, and becoming sexually intimate without any awareness of what the problems and possibilities might result from that type of activity. But Lanisha was determined. Now Larry made his move, and here they are. Lanisha tricked Larry into going to sleep with her because, she said she thought he was a little bit scared of doing it, and he was. So she used a roofie. Now, a roofie is an abbreviation for a date rape pill. If you're caught with it, it's automatic jail, no discussion. You should not have them, and yes, you are going to jail. It's used as a date rape drug to entice the person who is not moving fast enough into your trap so that you can become intimate with them. Well, Lanisha snuck a roofie inside Larry's drinks when he wasn't looking. It has no taste, no color change, nothing happened, but you will pass out, and when you come back to, you will know that something was not okay. So Larry was now with a roofie. He's drinking his drinks. Lanisha planned it all. Larry was going to be a victim. So when he came back to, he found himself butt naked in her bed, and he was shocked. He grabbed the pillow, covered up his private naughty bits, and ran to the bathroom where he got dressed real fast and ran out of Lanisha's house. Well, Larry didn't see Lanisha at school for about 3 weeks, and then the problem started. Lanisha came up to him and told him that they were not going to go together anymore because they were not sexually compatible. So Larry was saying, okay, no problem. But Lanisha was a little twisted child, so she started spreading rumors to the easy girls about what she and Larry did under the sheets while Larry was under the influence of the roofie. Larry didn't know what she was talking about. And guess what? Larry was the only one at school who knew that Lanisha had converted to become a hood rat. Now, what is a hood rat? It's a girl, usually, who likes to spread sexual rumors about escapades that she never had or people that she had tricked into showing her their private parts and or to getting into the bed with her. She would usually have pictures, so in case they try to deny it, she would have that as proof. Larry was being rumored to be a very good person in the bedroom. Lanisha is the one spreading the rumors. Larry was totally upset because only Larry knew that Lanisha had become a hood rat. But the girls kept coming on to Larry, the easy girls at school. Everyone wanted to be with Larry. Everyone wanted to try out Larry. Everyone wanted to see what Larry's pillowing techniques were, and he was fed up. He had no one to turn to. He couldn't tell his mother or his father, and he had both parents. He couldn't tell the school counselor. He didn't know who to go talk to. He had no friends that would listen to him. The boys kind of stayed away from him because now he became instantly popular with all the easy girls, and he was turning them down one by one. So they were wondering what was wrong with him. And Lanisha telling him that they were breaking up because they were no longer sexually compatible. Larry did not understand what was going on. So he said, okay, I do know that I was in your bed. I do know that you're spreading rumors about me. I do know that I'm fed up with you being a hood rat and trying to get other girls to try me out. And Lanisha was no longer talking to him. He had nobody to talk to. He was very upset, very frustrated, and feeling like he was going to take revenge. So one day, after 3 weeks of Lanisha avoiding him, but continuing to spread rumors about him, he saw Lanisha in the hallway. He balled up his fist, and he knocked her out. He gave her one punch to the face. In the side of her face, she fell, and she was knocked out cold. When Larry saw what had happened, he got really, really nervous. He got really upset. Nobody was there to catch him, so he ran, jumped the fence of the school, and he was never to return to that school site anymore because he didn't know what had happened to Lanisha when she was knocked out cold in a hallway. He knew he was going to be arrested. Something might have happened to him because he did try to knock her out, and yes, he did succeed, but he did not want the consequences of going to jail for that type of battery. So he dropped out of school that day. He convinced his parents to send him out of the state, and they did, and then he was gone, and they did not know what had happened, and nor did they have any inclination of the roofie, the drug rape that had happened, and they did not know who the girl was. So that's the end of Larry. Now, let's look at some solutions. What could Larry have done to prevent Lanisha from dropping a roofie, which is the date rape drug, in his drinks on a date? What could Larry have done? What would you have done? Would you have dated Lanisha knowing that she tricks boys into going to her bedroom by drugging them with a date rape drug? Remember, possession of a roofie is automatic jail. It is illegal because it is considered a date rape drug, and the name, the abbreviation roofie, is just a name that continues for the use of this drug. Now, the public has made it known that they will not have any teenager or adult use this date rape drug on anyone, and this is why we have to remember that possession of this drug is bad news. So here's Larry. He's gone. His mom and dad sent him out of the state, and he's gone, and he's ruined his education. His reputation was ruined. And also, what I would like you to think about is, what would you have done in this situation? So we have Larry. Yes, he was in the bedroom. Yes, he was butt naked. Yes, he was a victim of a date rape drug. In this case, he was the boy victim of a young girl who was fast and really twisted. And then the same girl telling him that she could no longer go out with him because they were not sexually compatible. And then Larry was the only one who knew that she, Lanisha, had converted herself into a hood rat. So, what are Larry's options? If you were Larry, would you have just gone to the office and run and told him that, listen, I just knocked out a girl and take your suspension? Do you think Lanisha is dead? What happens if you were the last one who threw a punch at Lanisha and she did not make it? What would happen to that? So you let me know what you're thinking. I look forward to hearing what you're saying and what would you do with the similar circumstances and in the similar way that that was happening. So call me and let me know. I will give you my contact information. And if you want a copy of the book is called Spit Out Your Game by Dr. Carmen Robinson, and I am the tribal teacher. I want you to really think about this story and see How would you have behaved if somebody drugged you with a date rape drug? How would you have acted waking up butt naked in a bed of a stranger that you had no plans to go to the next level with, and then running out of the house once you were dressed and trying to get home as fast as you can? What would you have done? Put yourself in that person's shoes for a moment and think what other outcomes could have happened. If Lanisha is not passed out cold and possibly dead, what consequences could happen to her when she makes her move the next time with her roofies? Who's going to be her next victim? What will the school do once they figure out that Larry was the one who hit them? Do you think they had cameras? And if they did have cameras, do you think the cameras were working? So she's found. Sooner or later, someone will come in the main hallway and she will be laying there knocked out cold. Will she be able to remember that it was Larry that knocked her out? Will they be looking for Larry with a warrant for his arrest? What do you think is going to happen if they press charges? Let me know what you think. Until next time.